Hey, we told you we would be back. So now we are finally getting caught up. It is September 2nd at the time of this recording, and this is the perfect time for us to go over August budget. Grab a beer, grab your budgets, and join us for this episode. Hey guys, welcome back to the Debt Free Millennials channel. I'm your host, Justine. This is my husband, Kyle.
What's up?
We're gonna go over our income and expenses for this month. I would say, what are you drinking? But yeah, sure, let's go ahead. What are
Same beer in last film. Same shirt, same stink, same hat.
Okay, so spoiler alert. We are filming these back to back because we said, let's just knock them out 2 in a row, get this done so that we can finally be caught up for the year, and so that for September's budget, we'll be able to do that at the end of September. I'm still drinking the rest of my iced coffee from this morning with my cutesy Luke's coffee mug. So cute. My girlfriend Nancy gave this to me, so thank you so much. Always reminds me to get into the Gilmore Girls mode for fall. I'm gonna go ahead and pop open our budget. For the sake of time, I also just ended up using the simple budget template for August, but if you remember from the June episode, we debuted the super budget template. You can get both of these templates and more debt worksheet trackers, savings trackers that are already built into one single spreadsheet file so that you can just get going and have everything in one spot. The super budget template toolkit, basically the entire thing, is available for sale using the link below. So if you're interested in either this one that has all of the data reporting, the daily expense tracker, all of the instructions here, or if you want to use this simple budget template and kind of see a summary of all of your expenses here, then you'll want to use that super budget template link below to buy. So let's get into it. We were planning on another $12,000 income month. This month we brought in $13,866.65 with a net of about $1,700. This one I believe more so than the July budget. This was actually the first official month that was like, your mortgage payment is due. We've got your, the insurance and property taxes being set aside.
Does it come out of this total debt?
It does. So our total debt, I think I left it for July. So the July total mortgage debt was the $508,594. And for August, it went down to $508,154. Guess what? When you are starting to make your mortgage payments, the majority of your mortgage payment goes towards interest, not the principal. Okay, so even though you're like, how did $3,400 not even drop you $1,000 in your total? That's because in our scenario, in our last mortgage statement, over 85% of our payment went towards interest. That is how mortgages are calculated. It will continue to be that way for the next at least 5 years plus, where bulk of it is going towards interest. We're paying a 7% flat interest rate. We are mortgage rates are already down. We are hopeful that it's going to continue to drop so that we can refinance. But I don't know what you're thinking in terms of what does that rate have to be in order for us to even consider doing a refi?
Yeah. They say every point that it goes down. So if it got to 6, then you should refi. That's what they say. But you got to figure out what the rumors are about the Fed and what they're saying they're going to do or indicating they're going to do. We'll figure that out later. We're not even within our window. I think we have to wait every 6 months to refi. That's the quickest we can do that.
Yeah.
Because then you got to pay closing costs on all over again. So it's not like you get that money back immediately. It still takes years to get back the difference in the reduced payment versus the closing costs.
Yeah. Reassess.
We'll do that math. Future Kyle, future Justine will figure that one out.
I know. It would be awesome if we could see rates back down to 5%. If it continues to drop, that would be really cool to shave off 2% of our interest rate. I did change it for this one. Okay, preschool / babysitting for August because she didn't start full-time preschool until mid-month.
Yeah.
So we paid $1,128.50 between the babysitter and preschool costs If you followed us in LA, you would have known that our daycare cost back in the day was $2,000. Let me look at March 1995. Yep. So we are doing much, much better in terms of childcare, which is also one of the reasons why we moved back here, because we knew we wanted to have a second baby, and this will make it so much more affordable for us. We also had our first utility bills come in from electricity and natural gas. It was $350.49 between the two. It's hot. That was for July. We're still trying to figure out what our average is gonna be. I did sign us up for a level pay plan for gas. So the gas cost for July was $85.21. When I signed us up for level pay, it reduced, I have a whole bunch of notes here. It reduced us to, well, maybe I didn't put it in there, like $69, $68. So that'll be our average of what we'll be paying on gas for the next 12 months, which is awesome.
Cool.
I'd love to do it for electricity as well. If you don't know that, you just pay the average of your utility bill. It's not technically a way to save on your utilities. It's just a way to spread out and make those payments more even month to month, so you avoid the high swings during winter and summer months. It makes it so much easier for you to budget and budget consistently for utilities instead of waiting for, surprise, a bill of $350 when you were expecting $200. So it just averages that out for you. Our water bills just came in, but they're not due until September this month. So I'll include what we learned about our water bill, because there were some surprises there that I didn't know about.
Yeah.
Groceries we did much, much better on. I think the thing that put us over, first of all, I discovered Aldi. I knew about Aldi, but I didn't realize how close we lived to an Aldi until we started driving around. We're like, hey, there's an Aldi. Maybe we should go check it out. Oh my gosh. Milk is only $3.34 a gallon compared to the $6 I was paying at Price Chopper in Hy-Vee. So I'm a huge fan of Aldi. I did one trip, I did one Aldi delivery via Instacart, because unfortunately your girl got hit with COVID. Not entirely sure how. I never go out. I only see my parents on the weekends because we're in this phase of life of just still trying to figure out our house.
Lots of stuff to do around here.
Lots of stuff to do around here. And our only guess is like either I caught it from preschool, from daycare.
Yeah. Or grocery store run or something. I don't know. Either way, we can't figure it out. But she's obviously recovered.
I did a full recovery, thank God.
So
it was a week of just being out. $500. Had you not come with me to Costco, I could have easily kept this at like a $500 grocery budget. Kyle really likes Costco. Who doesn't?
yeah.
We wanted to see TVs, deep freeze.
Yeah.
We were just kind of...
Didn't buy a TV. Didn't buy a deep freeze.
No. What the heck did we buy? We bought some like random things. Doormats for like the back door going out to the backyard. One for the front door.
I bought snowshoes.
That was it. Boots. You bought snow boots.
Yeah. But these are things that we need. That, like I have no snow boots. I have no winter clothes. So it's like gonna have to eventually get some form of winter thing. Mm-hmm. So I bought some winter boots to take care of that.
We bought towels. We kind of did a restock. We had to do a restock of pull-ups, some cleaning supplies. I think I got like a 4-pack of Lysol toilet bowl cleaner. We got a lot of stuff at Costco. And then there was like a random Walmart and random hen house run. So there you go. $746. I'm confident that I can get it even lower for September. I feel like, let me go back to June. June, $1,500. July, $1,200. August, $750. So if I can get this even lower, I'm like, great. We're right back in that level of grocery spending that I want to be in. Nothing else out of the ordinary for fixed expenses. The gas budget has certainly gone up.
Yeah. We also made a couple runs to Wichita and back, and just just driving around more. So, but yeah, everything's further spread out. We're gonna have more gas, more miles.
Yeah, I'm gonna see what our gas was. 109 for July, 162 for June. Let me go back to March just to show you what it was in LA. $55.
That felt high. There were months that we only filled up once.
$51, $57. That was around 50, just under $60 a month for gases. Was very typical for us in LA. It's looking like 150 is gonna be, 125 is gonna be our new norm for gas. I mean, I do agree with you. We've been spending more money on gas because we've been running across town to get a lot of stuff from like Facebook Marketplace purchases. So that's probably contributing to it, but I don't foresee this expense really being lowered after the fact. I think we're still going to be running across town doing stuff and going places. Hey, our home improvement and repairs, this sinking fund, we only spent $72 on home improvement and repairs. What?
I don't know if I believe that.
I know, because it looks like a big long list. Lots of Home Depot, Amazon, light bulbs, water filter. Zoom in on this. Water filter for real this time from Amazon. Just do yourself a favor and get it from Amazon. We got some felt chair leg protectors for our bar stools, sound bar mount, like some little things to improve your home. Nuts and bolts for the sound bar mount. You tried to do the soft close drawer mechanics for and
that'd be like a 2-week ordeal to get that working again.
Yeah.
So decided to pass.
Our kitchen cabinets have the
Soft
close, but the drawers do not. So Kyle was like, oh, I think I could do this for our drawers. But then you got in there and pulled one apart, and then you're like, actually, this has kind of been rigged a bit.
Yeah, I wasn't real happy with how it got built and installed.
But you still think it could be something you could change later down the road.
Yeah, but I've got to have the time and the patience and the desire to do it. And right now, I haven't really seen any reason to put them in because the drawers don't seem to be getting slammed or whatnot.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's one of those first world problem nice to haves.
Okay, so that was fixed expenses. Let's move down to fun. We were even better at restaurant spending this month.
Because we had no fun.
Because we had no fun. Because we were stuck at home doing home improvement projects. $339 went to restaurants. Shopping, we still pulled money out of. Let's see what I did. Okay, random stuff. Potting mix for like rebuilding our plant supply, carpet cleaner, floor cleaner, like hardwood floor cleaner, garden supplies. We bought a Roku Ultra for the TV that's off of the kitchen, a potty seat, bath towels from Costco, all that stuff. Oh yeah, I separated out some of the Costco stuff. Felt pads, sunshade, doormats, a Target run. So yeah, there was money to be spent from shopping, fun money. Ooh, we also had some fun in August. I'm so excited about this. We went to a Kansas City Monarchs baseball game.
That was a good time.
It's a minor league. It is so fun. It's super chill. It's so chill. It's just easy. They have a massive playground right there.
Parking is easy. Driving in is easy.
Parking is free.
Yeah, we sat like 7th row behind home plate, and I'm never going to be able to afford that at a Royals game. So
yeah, it was super fun. We went to the movie theaters, which is something that I really, really wanted to do. I wanted to see. I can't get enough of Disney apparently. Even though we watch it pretty much every day with Quinn. I wanted to see Inside Out too. And yes, I loved it. I will be watching again. And yes, I cried. We did a little brewery outing with some new friends, which I loved. And then we purchased some football tickets for an upcoming K-State game. And we purchased those from our neighbor who is also a K-Stater. And so we're super excited about that. We have not been to a K-State football game in well over a decade.
Yeah.
And these are seats that we can actually sit in. Like, if you've ever been to a college game, you know sometimes it is like standing room only. But these are nice seats that we can sit in. You spent some money from your clothing budget because you bought the snow boots, your flannel, you got a pair of pants, all that stuff from Costco. Spent some money on a haircut, spent some money on some gifts. And yeah, I think fun money looks... I also included this $1,000 from a work trip that you did. And so I just included that in our budget because he's spending from our personal card, but he gets reimbursed from his employer. And so and they've been lumping that in with your regular paycheck. So we're just going to count that for the next time, if that makes sense. It just gets blended. I know you keep business and personal separate, but when it comes to being a W-2 worker and you can do this kind of situation.
Yeah, it just makes it easier.
Makes it easier. Plus we get the points. So free points.
Yep.
Home upgrades. We planned on setting aside $1,000, which I think was an increase. No, $1,000. I think I just had $500 on autopilot for July. So $1,000 there. We spent $11,000 on home upgrades for this month. Second, 2 payments towards the countertop people. We bought a bed frame for our new mattress. We bought new bar stools. I'm obsessed with these bar stools. They're from a place called Cheetah Living. Never had heard of Cheetah Living before I randomly found 2 of them on Marketplace, and then they told us the brand, and we're like, oh my gosh, we can get 3 more to get a set of 5 we want for our countertop. And now I'm obsessed with Cheetah Living. Cheetah Living, please sponsor me. I feel like this would be a great partnership. We gave our general contractor his final payment, and then the crib we spent money on for Marketplace, $60, $225 towards the snowblower that you got.
Yeah.
Snowblower looks legit.
Oh man, I can do the whole neighborhood.
It's nice. It's got the electric start.
Yeah, it's got electric start, pole start, 24-inch wide. Anyways, no one cares.
No, people do.
It goes. It's loud.
Yeah.
It works. I just don't know if we're going to get enough snow to justify a snowblower. That's the thing I'm curious about, because here, like sometimes you can get, that 6 to 8 inches, or they predict that, and then you get 2, and it's like, is 2 enough for a snowblower, or you just get out there with a shovel? We're going to figure that out this winter, whether I like it or not.
Yeah, I mean, I think you and I were both in agreement. Better to have it than not have it and need it. So you've been finding some really good stuff. You found me this standing desk that we're filming on right now.
Yep.
It is not included as part of our personal budget because office equipment, office furniture is a business expense. So that's been taken care of. So I feel like you've been finding some really great deals on Marketplace. Do not overlook your Facebook Marketplace. Also, do not overlook your Buy Nothing Facebook groups. If you just search your city name, Buy Nothing, like Los Angeles, Buy Nothing, San Diego, Buy Nothing, there's a Buy Nothing Facebook group for you where literally people are giving away their stuff for free. I got an Up a Baby car seat for free in LA because somebody had posted that they didn't want it anymore. So all that to be said, we spent money from the vacation fund, $350 going to Wichita twice. Hopefully that's kind of the last time we have to do some of those trips. So that's also coming out of the vacation fund. And then I utilized the note section way more this time because I was just noticing things, especially because we're getting into some normalcy with the house. I made sure to have $18.27 a month automatically moved into the Ally Home Upgrades Fund. So this includes, I organized it by the savings buckets inside that savings account. So I have a bucket for property taxes, homeowners insurance, HOA dues, and then to home upgrades. So that's collectively the $18.27. That way I can keep it straight exactly how much money we've been setting aside for each of those things. At the end of the month, you and I had a Tuesday talk where I was like, we actually do need to talk about the budget before we do beers and budgeting because there was a lot of things that I was seeing. And also personally, we were talking about our vehicle situation. We still only have 1 car and we are feeling the pull to get a second car. We've talked about that.
Yeah, and it's not like we need it every day of the week. It's like we need it once a week. That way that second car would come in useful.
I would say for sure, minimum once a week. So you're going to see down here at the bottom, there's kind of 2 different lines here where we were prioritizing, okay, what's the next big expense? The kitchen is done. It's beautiful.
Love the kitchen.
Love the kitchen. What's kind of the next big expense for us? We both agreed it was a second car. The conundrum that we're up against now, we are also feeling like needing a truck. a pickup truck.
I'm not a pickup truck guy. I'm one of those weirdos that like almost despises those pavement princesses with the bright LED headlights that blind you and all that.
Like obnoxious.
I will rant on that for a long time.
Yeah. However,
the amount of Home Depot runs and the amount of times I'm hauling furniture for the new house and all this stuff, I'm like, I want a pickup truck. But if you remember back from like the 90s, they had those little S10 pickup trucks that were like the size of a Toyota Corolla almost. I wish they still sold those because I just need a bed to strap something down. Like I'm going 4 miles down the road with, something that wouldn't fit in a Subaru. And I just need to strap it down and bring it home. And so we're figuring that one out.
We're debating because Kyle has borrowed my dad's truck. Thank God my dad has a truck.
Yeah.
And has been very just
gracious with it. Yeah.
Very gracious and just has been like, yeah, sure, just bring it back full and all that stuff. Completely understanding of what we were trying to do. And then we're kind of like, do we get a truck and keep the Subaru? But we also are feeling like the Subaru isn't that family car. We're wanting a larger SUV for the kids. And so we've been talking about the Toyota Highlander. So then we're like, okay, do we get a cheapo truck that's older, that has higher miles, and then trade the Subaru in for the Highlander and then just have the truck and the Highlander? Do we
just get a cheapo truck and keep driving the Subaru?
Yeah. And I feel like you had a third option for us. Oh, no truck. We just do Highlander and Forester.
Yeah.
And call it a day.
Yeah.
And just see. I would love you guys to weigh in on this, especially for those of you with babies and toddlers who are doing these 2 to 3 hour road trips. We're going to go up to Nebraska. We're going to, we're going to do these little road trips. The Forester has really loud cabin noise. It makes it hard to hear little voices in the back.
Yep.
So we're looking for an SUV that feels a little bit more luxe on the inside, specifically a memory seat feature for the driver. For the driver's seat would be awesome.
Even though on film it looks like we're the same height, I'm actually a foot taller than Justine. Mm-hmm. So there's some quite comical pictures from family photos because Justine's sisters are shorter than her. And then it'd be like, whoop, there's Kyle.
There's the outlier.
Yeah.
In the Forester, there's not memory seat for driver's seat. So we're constantly like,
I sit in it and I'm like, who was in here? And like the steering wheel's in my armpit and I can't do anything. So
that would be a nice feature to have in an SUV. We like the idea of doing captain seats in the back for the kids. We've heard from multiple people to get a minivan, just break down, get the minivan, you're gonna love it. I
don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know.
I see the benefits for sure. I've driven a minivan.
Yeah, we have a steep driveway, so we'd have to have a minivan that has all-wheel drive to get up the hill.
True.
So that would be one of my requirements. Mm-hmm. Anyways.
So if you have a car that you're like, I've been driving this for 5+ years, this SUV, this is great, or have you considered this kind of truck? Like we had seen on Marketplace, there was a Chevy Colorado. Mm-hmm. It was a quad cab, and we were looking at the 4-door cabs because they can fit car seats better in case we wanted to keep that as the second vehicle, essentially. Yeah. So
there's that and a Toyota Tacoma.
Yeah. A Toyota Tundra.
Yeah, it's a bigger one. They're almost too big.
We love the reliability of Toyotas. So anyway, comment below. Let us know what your thoughts are on our car sitch. I follow the car mom, so we're open to anything. And then we were kind of like, all right, second car, we agree on that. What's like the next thing? I said main floor furniture, like living room furniture, dining room furniture for the hearth room. You said office.
I'm using the guest room right now. This is my office.
And so we're toying with the idea of actually making a proper office for Kyle. There is a space in our primary bedroom for that. I said that was a third priority. You said third priority was building out your in-home gym, which you've actually gotten a lot of stuff for.
Yeah.
I think you've gotten everything secondhand except for the actual plates.
Yep.
So tell them what all you got so far for it.
A bench, a bar, a curl bar, something else, an exercise bike, all like a quarter of the price of what they would be brand new.
And then the actual like plates for the barbell, which is he got on Amazon. It was a good deal. Mm-hmm. So you've been slowly building it out. I think the biggest thing next would be like the actual rack. And then gym floor.
Yeah, because it's in an unfinished area, so it's like how much of that area do we want to finish versus not finish, and what do we want to do in there? So we've got to budget that out and figure that out. But I think it's something I'm going to do just to learn that process. So
I think I'm not going to be using the gym like intensely with being, maternity leave and postpartum and stuff, but I love strength.
But eventually you're going to be down there as much as I am.
Yeah, I want my yoga mat. I want like a big mirror. I want my strength training stuff. I'm really excited about it.
Well, she wants furniture for the main floor and put in there. And I agree. We definitely need furniture for the main floor. That's something we can all use, where the office and gym are things that I will mostly be using. Mm-hmm. So
you agree this should be the lineup? You do, but also you have been doing this, like the filling out the gym stuff.
I know.
I did a lot of notes here, just kind of knowing that we want to do the second car. I almost feel like we've got close to $45,000 already saved for this second car. Are we going to use it all? I don't know. If we're talking about doing a Highlander in the truck and then it's selling privately the Forester, maybe it all ends up working out. But I want the car fund to be the priority and not so much home upgrades. And then we flip it once we have our cars. Yeah. I also was kind of going through of like, we really don't need $25 going into haircuts because there's $182 left over. My haircuts aren't that expensive. I don't get haircuts that often. Your haircuts are around $30.
Yeah.
So lowering that. Roku Ultra, if you don't have one, get one. They're the best. We signed up Quinn for gymnastics. That's kind of her first extracurricular that we've signed her up for. It's $50 a month. We're going to refocus the money on car shopping. And then I had some areas where I saw we could reduce shopping fund money, subscriptions. Also, you did a fantastic job of calling up Progressive and telling them that we had moved states. So we lowered our car insurance to $390 every 6 months, as opposed to the $590 every 6 months we were paying. That's a $400 annual savings just from insuring the car from California to Kansas. Our next step is to do the whole VIN inspection, get it tagged, and get our license changed over to Kansas because we want to register to vote. This is a big election year. We wants to be voting, and we want to have our Kansas driver's license so we can be registered in this state to vote. So that's everything. $1,700 left over. I'd really like to park some of it, the bulk of it, towards car fund.
Yeah, I think that's the obvious next step.
My husband said I was talking a lot, but I think you guys like these episodes. So if you were okay with the length of this video, I certainly was. Give us a big thumbs up. It helps out the channel. We're over 100,000 subscribers strong. I am so appreciative of every single one of you. It truly is so much fun sharing this content out there for you to help you make your own financial decisions wherever you're at in your financial journey. I hope it inspires you to take action. Download this toolkit. I have my budget spreadsheet. You can also get the super template for sale. Super affordable. Buy it once, use it for life. Those are linked below if you want to check those out. With that said, we are caught up finally on beers and budgeting. We're going to catch you next month. Hopefully it'll be much cooler and much more fall-like. And that's that. That's a wrap.
Peace.
Catch you in the next one.